Hello, my name is Rachel Robinson, and I'm the Deputy Commissioner for Minnesota Housing. Today, we're excited to announce the agency's largest investment ever in affordable homes for all Minnesotans. This year, Minnesota Housing is pleased to announce $254 million in funding selections to create and preserve more than 2,600 homes across the state. These 74 developments, located in Greater Minnesota and the metro areas, represent a significant step forward in making sure all Minnesotans have the chance to live in a stable and safe home they can afford in a community of their choice. The size of this year's investment is made possible in large part thanks to our close partnership with the Minnesota legislature. Recognizing the rising cost of housing, they responded by making a historic investment through housing infrastructure bonds, dramatically increasing the scope of our funding selections this year. These investments will help families and individuals who have struggled to find a home they can afford. One example of our investments is the $1.5 million we have committed to the Lower Sioux Indian Community's Home Buyer Project. This program will help 10 families purchase homes, many of whom will be doing so for the first time.
I think our housing would be at a loss without these funds from Minnesota Housing. We've been able to step in and change a lot of lives within our community.
Having an opportunity to have our own house it's a wonderful thing. It's a miracle, if I do say so myself. Without it, I'm not sure where we would be.
Another funding selection worth highlighting is the Sabathani Senior Housing Development in South Minneapolis. Sabathani Community Center has been a pillar of its community for decades, and soon 48 seniors will call it home. Minnesota Housing has selected the development for more than $8 million of housing infrastructure bonds. Here's more on the impact this project will have in the neighborhood.
The community, especially the seniors at Sabathani, they want to stay in the South Minneapolis community. And so availability of senior housing with a good price range, it's just not as prevalent as it needs to be. People don't want to move to the suburbs or to other areas of the city. They want to stay in South Minneapolis.
That it's almost impossible that they have the cost. They have the problem with being able to pay the cost for staying in some apartments.
So this project, it is 3 stories. There are elevators, however. The units have been designed to be more spacious, to be able to get around, and just the fact that it's a community, so there's other people in the building that if something were to happen, there is help available.
So we can just go from the dining room, the kitchen, the bedroom, and not have to worry about stairs. That's the key. Staying away from those stairs.
Thank you to our funding partners, Greater Minnesota Housing Fund and the Metropolitan Council, as well as all of our collaborating partners across the state that made today's announcement possible. With these selections, more Minnesotans will live and thrive in a stable, safe home they can afford in a community of their choice. To learn more about our investments or to see a complete list of developments in the announcement, please visit mnhousing.gov.